Eat your hamburger, Apollo.
That was the saddest start.
What happens if you press plus?
That's an isekai.
Welcome everyone to F-Zero X. I'm Joel Garen.
And I'm Aaron the Black Dragon. We're back with another match. I had to check it before we actually jumped into this. If we haven't recorded this once before, and the answer is yes. Does that change a thing? Nah, it's still a racing game. Who cares? So we're going back in.
We just felt like doing a thing.
We just felt like driving in circles for an undetermined amount of time. What's wrong with that? Exactly.
I think we did Jack Cup actually in fall.
Might be. So let's do the Queen's Cup.
It's been a while since we last played it.
So I drove around and yeah, there she is.
I think I'm gonna stick with the
classic Falcon.
CCA.
No.
I think I'm gonna go with Leon.
A thing that we definitely should do, and maybe that's interesting to do with an emulator, is F-Zero GX.
I agree. F-Zero GX is really cool.
It's also the one that I absolutely love to bits, so... Actually, didn't I say something about it exactly in the same game? That I want to go and play F-Zero GX on the emulator and just get as much unlocked so that we also can build vehicles and that we can drive with personalized cars, personalized drivers and whatnot.
Every copy of Mario 64 is personalized. Sorry.
Is it personalized with personalized style of suffering or with what? You have to be more specific.
Yes.
Every copy of Mario 64 comes with your own personal hell. Most of it is in Tic-Tac Tower.
Tic-Tac Clock.
Clock, dang it. And we've just been watching it and I got it wrong. Ow, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. The cuts and bruises are on the surface.
Are you
but my pain goes deeper.
Are you truly fine though?
No, I'm in second place. Of course I'm not fine.
Eat your hamburger, Apollo. Because I'm fine is basically Apollo Justice's catchphrase.
Oh.
In the Ace Attorney games.
I didn't know that actually. Also, I mean, besides that, I didn't really get into the Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney games and all of that. Just purely because back then when they were really popular, I mean right now they really have a resurgence as well, you might say. I wasn't into like, which it kind of falls into the category of graphic novels.
Visual novels,
I'd
yeah.
say. And also, that's a little bit too fast their game. And also the like sitting there and just reading a whole bunch of stuff thing, which nowadays I would be absolutely down for. And I mean, with how YouTube is treating like the Phoenix Wright games and also Danganronpa, maybe I should get into these games, but since I'm also not the kind of person that goes and plays just whatever is popular right now, which also explains why the channel is not the biggest it could be probably, I'm fine with not doing that. Also, it would be, I think, a lot more fun to do this together with someone else than just by myself, because, I don't know, someone who enjoys the I can't say the word right now.
I wouldn't mind going through the Ace Attorney games with you on your channel.
Maybe we can do that then. Would be a fun project to do.
Maybe at some point.
Yeah, that way we also can do different voices for different characters. Give it more dimension, as they might say. Like I would find that a lot more entertaining than just me going through the games by myself, just because I can milk them for views because people love watching them. For whatever reason. Maybe people just really like to just watch these things and see people struggling or having fun with the voices and the characters than playing the games for themselves. I don't know. But yeah, also I would really love to have a new F-Zero game, so Nintendo get to that. I got 3rd place.
I am 4th.
I never caught up to the other players. I was just in the back the whole time. So shame. Such sad.
Computer can be mean in these games.
Yes, they can. Maybe I'm gonna go a little bit less on the max speed and more towards acceleration with all the curves.
I'm gonna try full acceleration.
Just going in there like hauling ass and then not getting anywhere afterwards. That sounds like a plan as well. I mean, my strategy always is go max speed and then just have problems once you get to a full stop. But that's why you have boost power, so that you can eke out the full stop situation. But with all the curves that are going on here, it's a little bit more difficult to actually get that done. Ow. That is a little bit of a pinball situation going on in that curve.
A little bit.
So let's just boost ahead, don't stop for anything. If you break, you lose.
I'm pretty sure there is no brake button in this game.
I think there is actually. I think X actually made me go slower. I'm not sure though. Pinball. I'm not going to die. I might die.
Also, may I say how I like how smooth this game feels?
Yeah, it runs so incredibly smooth.
I'm pretty sure this is like the only Nintendo.
Hey.
I'm pretty sure this is like the only Nintendo 64 game which runs at 60 frames per second.
I mean, as far as I recall, like there's some smooth running games on N64, but not that smooth.
Yeah.
So that's like surreal how clean this game runs.
Because other N64 games like Ocarina of Time or Mario 64 were like 20 FPS.
Yeah. But maybe they...
Or even lower on PAL systems back in the day, because we had that whole 50 Hertz thing going on.
Yeah, that's true. 50 Hertz to 60 Hertz, and we were happy when we had the chance to go up to 60 Hertz.
Which started with the GameCube era.
Yep.
And PlayStation 2, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay, let's just... I'm gonna haul ass. Max speed, no acceleration. I'm gonna crawl through that field. There's a lot of curves, so I'm gonna not get anywhere. But... that was the saddest start.
Did you not push the A button?
I held the A button. You were all gone by the time my glider... What are they? They're not cars.
Glider, I think, yeah.
My glider even started to move, you were all gone. So yeah, that is what I got for going full max speed, no acceleration. That's what I got for that.
Yeah.
That was so sad. Where's the rest of them? Oh, what the crud, did I break? Don't tell me. This might be the worst showing that I had so far, because apparently max speed with this car and no acceleration is just a bad idea.
God damn it, I tried to use the ZR button again, but it's R, because Nintendo 64.
Oh yeah, by the way, I'm correct, since I basically kinda gave up going anywhere with this race. If you press X, them's the brakes, kid.
Okay.
Which, why would you need them? Who pushes the brakes in an F-Zero game? Can I get third place?
I'm on first place for once.
Can I get... barely.
Nice.
So again, don't go max speed with that and no acceleration. You're just standing there where everyone else is like, bye.
I have 7 points.
Nice,
Yeah.
you did it. You're getting up there. You're getting up there. And Big Blue is calling. And I'm not gonna do that again. I'm just gonna see what happens, how good this car drives with just base middle.
God, so many of the characters look so different compared to GX.
Yeah.
Like, I always forget his name, but he looks so different in GX.
Is it Dark Shadow?
I think. Then
The
Leon looks like a cat, but in
Yeah.
GX he looks more like a wolf. But
Yeah.
still has a cat's tail, so
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck's going on there with him.
There's some funky looking characters in this game. Let's just go with base and nothing else. And see where this will land me. Whoop. Yeah, the thing that I loved about GX, since you mentioned it, is just the ability of going in there and designing your own glider. With, yeah, it's predetermined parts, and I think if you wanted to have like the best driving experience with a glider, I think ultimately every glider started to turn out the same way. That's actually a really short course here.
Yeah, but it feels really slippery, to be honest.
Yeah, like you're driving on eggshells with this one. But it was
Nose, please.
fun to go in there, design something. You even could go and color it in whatever way you thought fit your style best. And you could choose what character to drive your glider.
Yeah.
Like, there was some cool stuff that you could do with the glider customization, which...
Like, it wasn't the most detailed, but it was still pretty fun.
But it was just enough detail to give you the taste of that's fun to go in there and build your own glider. And I'm gonna go a little bit out there and bring Bethesda into the mix of this. Starfield, where you can create your own spaceship. Give me an F-Zero game where I can customize my own glider in the same way you can customize your own spaceship in Starfield.
Well, you can bet that a lot of people are going to drive around with dicks.
Also, I wouldn't be upset if they just said, okay, you cannot have a personalized glider when playing online.
Yeah, like they do with the Mii's in Smash Bros.
Yeah, like that's something where it would be like, that's an okay thing because people will go a little bit overboard with what the crud they're doing, so totally fine and fair if you say, okay, no personalized gliders online, but still you can have them for like your own personal place and for the story maybe as well, who knows, if they bring a story into the game as well, because GX had a story.
And it was very difficult.
Yes. That's still one of these things where I'm like, maybe I'm gonna tackle that on the channel eventually, but at the same time I'm like, maybe for a stream only, because trying to get through that for recordings would be a nightmare.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
Are you permanently out or do you respawn?
Retire.
But we don't have tires.
What happens if I press plus? Oh, okay.
You paused the game. Kinda
Okay.
what I was expecting.
Okay, so I'm out. Because in versus mode in GX, you can set it if you get brought back or not, but here, I don't think there's like an option to do that.
We didn't see anything at least, so... Seems like that if you're dead, you're dead. If you die in the game, you die for real.
God. Where did that even come from?
I think it got a big resurgence with Sword Art Online, but I'm pretty sure...
It's been around for ages.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it came with some of the first isekais where characters were sucked into a game world, and if they died in the game world, they died in real life. But I'm pretty sure it got a big resurgence with SAO, so...
I'm pretty sure shit like that. I'm pretty sure shit like that already existed in like the early 90s.
Oh, 100%, because...
Also, I kind of it's weird calling old ass stories where people get sucked into computers or video games isekais. I mean, it makes sense, but still, it feels wrong.
Yeah, but that's the term for them, which for me is still one of the most fun things to think about, like the Mario movie, technically an isekai.
Yeah, the backstory that Nintendo had for the Mario Brothers back in the day is technically hitting some isekai points.
Yes. And there was another game where I was like, hold on, that's an isekai. What was it again? There was one game where I was like, hold up, that fits into an isekai, but what was it again? It was a game that I even played. Gosh dang it, what was that? If it comes back to me while editing this, I will put it in there and I will let you know, maybe with a message if it comes up later. But I can't think of it right now, but there was one thing where I was like, hold up, that's an isekai.
You've certainly made me curious.
Yeah, I made myself curious as well, so who knows what the crud that was. But there we go, that was the Queen's Cup for F-Zero X. Still fun, still a fast-paced game, so they really outdid themselves, but also they tried to keep it as smooth as possible when you look at the graphics and all, to give it a chance to run as fast as possible.
I think I've read some reviews of F-Zero X at some point, and I'm pretty sure some reviews criticized that the game's graphics looked kinda simple, but considering how buttery smooth it is for N64 standards, it does make sense.
Yeah, and especially if you want to have a game for way back then that should simulate you driving at 1,000 kilometers per hour, whatever they're writing down there at the bottom, like 800 kilometers per hour, which is insanely fast, then it would make sense that you hold back on the graphics to have more frame rate in there to give you as the player the feel of, oh crap, that's fast. So I can understand why they did that, because it feels really like fast and well placed.
In before someone tries to make a fan-made like PC port of F-Zero X, and they're gonna bring the frame rates up to like, I don't know,
1000,
200 or something.
Yeah.
God, that would be fun though. That shit's gonna feel so smooth though.
Yes, honestly, that's an F-Zero game with 200 frames per second running stupidly smooth.
If screens even exist that can run 200 FPS.
There are already 5K screens, so don't worry about that.
That's the resolution, not frame rate.
Yeah, but they also have the refresh rate for that, as far as I know. So I think they have like insane, like 266 frames or something, if not more. Like, there's some great stuff out there that I cannot afford. Would be fun though. But yeah, that would be a fun thing, so...
At some point I would like to play Devil May Cry 5 in 120 FPS. Just to see how it feels like, because that game was very fun.
Hey, once I'm through with it, you can try and experience it on my screen, because you can experience it on my screen with that.
Oh nice, right.
But that's for a later time, because I still have to get through 4 right now. Anyway, we're going to end this one here. Look forward to the next few cups
Whenever.
on your YouTube browser page soon. Or not.
On your neural brain implant.
Watch out for my videos hitting your brain hard and heavy.
I remember that one tweet that sounded like a scan from Metroid Prime, and I was like,
Yeah. Anyway,
that fits startlingly well. Do we really want to go there?
no, we don't. We really don't, actually.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.